pair of men whom Christ put at the head of his church. They could not be more different one from the other than they were. So today we might say we celebrate the canonization of personalities. St. Peter was an uneducated fisherman. He was called to leave his wife, to leave his father, and with his brother Andrew, follow Jesus Christ. And he was with him from day one. And he was made the first, even though his brother Andrew was the first called of the apostles, Peter became the first. He could have been a wonderful servant. He had a horrible temper. He would get mad like that. He would go like a flame and burst out at everybody. But yet, God helped him use that temper of his to form his holy church. And he formed the church in Antioch. He formed the church in Rome. And as such, where did his knowledge come from? On the day of Pentecost, he was given knowledge in abundance. He never knew how to speak, read or write Latin, yet he went to Rome and preached Christ. He never knew Arabic, but he went to the great city of Antioch, and there he preached Christ. This gift of tongues, of languages, that was given to all of the apostles. St. Paul, on the other hand, was a very refined man. He was a man of letters and literacy, very educated man. He was in the class of the Pharisees, and yet he was never a follower of Christ. Quite the contrary, he was an enemy of Christ's church in the very beginning. As a matter of fact, he was a first cousin to St. Stephen, the proto-martyr. And as they were stoning St. Stephen, Paul put out his arm to hold their cloaks to make it easier to kill his cousin because he followed Christ. And yet he, the very same man, when he was going on his horse to Damascus, a great light overcame him and knocked him off of his horse. And in that light was light itself, Jesus Christ. And so that light transfigured Paul entirely. It was as if he was with Jesus Christ and the other disciples from day one. He became the apostle who was in charge of spreading the church to all ends of the world. We in the Serbian Church are particularly blessed because we know that he traveled through Dalmatia, through the Dalmatian coast, so that he could go to Spain and preach the word of God. St. Paul's footsteps sanctified our land, and by that, our people. And for that reason, in the icon of Pentecost, if you look up here at Essenica, you will see at the top Peter and Paul. Was St. Paul present at Pentecost? No, he was not. But the same grace of Pentecost came upon him, and he spread the church and the teachings of the church. So he became the first and foremost among the disciples and apostles of Jesus Christ. The lesson for us, each of us, without exception, are capable of salvation. What is asked of us is simply to open our hearts, to find true joy in our hearts, and to follow after the Lord. He will teach us everything that we need to know. He will teach us how to behave, how to help people who are in distress, people who are in need of encouragement, and how to express great joy. For when Peter formed the church in Antioch, they asked him, how are they going to know that we are Christians? He answered, by your joy. Very simple. May God bless you. May he give you the grace needed to follow him, to be a disciple and an apostle of Jesus Christ, which means the one who is sent. And you be sent everywhere to preach the good news and be his followers. May we bili najbolje. Neka je blagosloven ovaj naš današnji susret. Neka bi Gospod Bog čuvao i štitio sve vas od ovog radosnog susreta, do onog konačnog i sve radosnog susreta sa njime, Hristovog carstva nebeskog. Amin. Bože daj svečna slava život.